If you had a sick family member and couldn't get your money out of the bank, would you hold it up? Like many people in Lebanon, Bassam al-Sheikh Hussein says he was desperate. With his father in the hospital, medical bills were piling up. But despite having enough money in the bank to pay for treatment, Lebanon's financial crisis means he couldn't get access to his savings. The bank didn't keep their promise. They didn't hold their end of the bargain. After months of frustration, Bassam took matters into his own hands. I brought a gun and I brought a gas tank with me. As seen in this viral video, Bassam went to the bank and took hostages. If I didn't get my money, I was ready to burn the bank to the ground, burn myself, and blow myself up for this cause. There was a tense standoff with the military and police, and hundreds of Lebanese gathered outside to cheer Bassam on. When I heard the voices of people outside supporting me in my mission, it made me much stronger. It gave me the confidence to do anything I wanted. Even the sister of one of the hostages told the Associated Press she understood Bassam. He just wants his money back. Because they wouldn't give him his money back, this has happened. After a 7-hour standoff, Bassam got what he wanted. He was arrested but made it out with $35,000 of his savings to pay his dad's medical bills. His lawyer defending his actions.
You are permitted by law to take the law into your own hands, and even if you commit crime, you will be exempted, you will be acquitted, because this is self-defense.
Other legal minds in Lebanon disagree, saying Bassam set a dangerous precedent.
Very clear to tell you that this is not a situation of self-defense. What you're telling the people is go out, carry a gun, and get out the money that you can from any bank that you want, and you will be, you will be back home without any charges on your head. And you can imagine the chaos.
Others are taking inspiration from Bassam. At least 7 banks were held up last week, 5 on Friday alone, as people demand access to their money. In response to the spate of recent holdups, the government shut down all banks in Lebanon until Thursday.
The people of Lebanon are dying slowly. It's like we're in intensive care. We lost dignity. We're living in zero dignity.
The country is in a financial crisis that began in 2019, fueled by economic mismanagement and corruption. The Lebanese pound has lost more than 90% of its value in the last 3 years. And the government's crippling debts are taking a toll on the people. Nearly 80% of the country is now living in poverty, according to the UN. Some critics are pointing the finger at the governor of Lebanon's central bank, Riyad Salameh.
Sir, when we think about what's happening in Lebanon today, a lot of people seem to think that you're a criminal.
Yes.
Is that true?
So far, I didn't discover myself as a criminal.
Salameh is being investigated by a handful of European countries for allegedly embezzling more than $330 million. Charges he denies. Bassam spent 5 days in jail. The charges against him were dropped. He's free now, and some people in Lebanon call him a hero.
Hero because he has the courage, because he fights for his rights.
A man whose actions represent the desperation of a nation. Raf Sanchez, NBC News.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.